Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Here we go,
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next to score, Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be... returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. still going. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll run on first down. Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers first down.
It's Young on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Following the interception, Young. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Switch it. Check.
Now a give right side. It's Andrews. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Young now steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Keep it up, guys.
Here's Spiller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. spiller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
I got you. He's coming. He's coming.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, exit. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Dancing to his left. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you. So
they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This is Spiller. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
He spins free. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Young, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, Haywood, let's go get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 2nd and 12, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Double tight. 4 down. Alert. Check 37.
They'll throw now on the final play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Andrews. Oh, he sheds himself free. The 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 46.
Now Spiller. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Go. 60 picture.
Third and 2.
Let's keep him.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Burton here. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Draw play, Spiller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 2. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. It's Andrews, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young completes it to Quick. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He finds Quick. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In in for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
50, plant.
It's now third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Steelers 48.
And the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Buzz. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Vaughn. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
My five.
Get it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it? Now, Young loses the football. It's stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it.
Come on,
tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. This one into the hands of Burton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to pound it in with Andrews. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Go. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Slam.
Following the interception, Young eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 13. Mike's 57. 57's right. Get that quarterback at all costs.
57's Mike. Mike 57. What?
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Young here to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 11. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Andrews. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football is kept
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Young throwing on 4th down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
5, Mike 5. Check pass.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check nickel. Shit.
They'll run on first down. Andrews. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.